Alright, Shalom.
Shalom.
We're the brothers from the GMS Atlanta Church, back with a Godspeed. We're all willing to be edified. Before we get started, giving all praise, glory, honor to
Yahawashi, Yahawashi, Bashim, Kakadash.
We want to give double honors to our elders and apostles at GMS. We want to say peace, safety, and much love to the occupants across the four corners of the earth that are pushing out this truth and sincerity and putting their life on the line to do so. To you brothers, we want to say Shalom. All right, and in this lesson, we're going to go into, being the oversight of Yahawashi sheep, man, until he returns, all right, and redeems us, okay? And in doing that, we have to be leading in the right direction, okay? We have to oversee the flock, with a certain standard that was given to us by Yahawashi, okay, through the scriptures, all right? And it's a law for you to oversee one sheep, that doesn't belong to you. Spiritually speaking, if a matter of fact, get it and start off with Romans. Start off with Romans.
This is Romans 7:14. For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin.
Yeah. So the law has become spiritually, man, because certain laws we can't physically keep anymore. Okay. And that's why the Lord, laid down his life, man, so we wouldn't have to make those certain sacrifices. Now we give our body as a living sacrifice, man, unto the Lord, man. Okay, so certain laws, we keep them spiritually, and one of those laws is if a man's oxen, go astray, you take it into your own care until he returns, man, and you bestow it upon him. All right. Because at one point we were lost sheep as well, okay, and we were brought into the fold, under the umbrella of Great Millstone, right? All right, and we do the same thing, and we out here to do the same thing, man. These people are lost, man. All right, we're here to reel in the elect, man, which is Yahawashi sheep, okay. So if we see them going astray, all right, we bring them in, we show them how to conduct themselves, how to live according to the law to the best of their ability, so on and so forth, man. All right, and that's what we were called to do. Lord willing, we be those men.
I'm gonna read along a little bit. I'm gonna expound. This is Romans. I'm just gonna read a few verses. This is Romans 7, starting in verse 15. For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would that I do I not. But what I hate that do I. If then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good. Now then it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. All right, so that's the Apostle Paul's tongue-twisted way of saying that he pretty much hates being in the flesh, man. Okay, because he has a certain desire to be fully upright, and and Apostle Paul was what? Pharisee of the Pharisees. So he knew the law in and out, up, down, in, out, right, left. He knew the law to a T. All right. But he came to a point in understanding that he couldn't be perfect through it. He couldn't be perfected through the law. And I'm just saying, I'm speaking this to add on to what the brother is saying, that's why it's important for us to understand what we're called to do and to actually push the gospel and good news, which does include living to the law to the best of your ability to the next man, okay? Because we can't be perfected in anything but the sacrifice of Yahawashi, okay? And we're pushing that to the men of our nation, all right, because that's pursuant to the law, in which, like the brother said, the law is also spiritual, man. Okay. I'm gonna read one more verse. This is Romans 7:18. For I know that in me, that is in my flesh, dwelleth no good thing. For to will is present with me, but how to perform that which is good I find not. Okay. Even to the point, so once again, by us being in the flesh, we can't be perfect, man, all right? In which there isn't fault in the law, there's a fault in us because we're in the flesh, okay? So we're even to the point that Yahawashi, when he walked the earth in that form, okay, in that carnation, being Yahawashi, even he said, all right, being perfect in the flesh, he said, there is no one good but of my Father which is in heaven, okay? Because he had a high level understanding that even by him being in the flesh, it's inherently incorrupted because of his past transgressions, of his past lives, right? In which even him being, like I said, in that carnate, even he understood even him walking that perfect life, he still wasn't perfect, okay? And that's why it's important for us to continue, like the brothers going to continue to go into, for us to understand and push out this energy of bringing the sheep back into the fold, man. All right, because they're not perfect, and at the end of the day, they won't be perfect. Okay, through the full washing of us in our spirit. Okay, at the fulfillment of prophecy, in which we can completely fulfill the bidding those to the marriage. Okay, and embrace them back into this body.
You can bring that. All right, bring that Deuteronomy.
Okay. This is Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 1. Thou shalt not see thy brother's ox or his sheep go astray, and hide thyself from them.
Yeah, we shall not see, spiritually speaking, Yahawashi sheep going astray, and not, tell them in which direction they should go. All right, and oversee them. All right, and not hide ourselves, man. Putting it under a bushel or under the napkins. Bringing it out, man. Telling them who they are. According to the scriptures. Telling them the true name of the Heavenly Father. And telling them to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. Okay? And if I can say too, this is in Deuteronomy. The first 5 books in the scriptures is the law, man. All right, so this is a law given unto us by Yahawashi.
Continuing on, in Deuteronomy 22 and 1, thou shalt in any case bring them again unto thy brother.
Bringing in the sheep right now, we're fishers. All right, we're fishing for the elect. To bring them into the fold. Into righteousness, in a world that's total darkness and wickedness. All right, bringing them out of that, man, into this marvelous light. All right, which is the truth. Go ahead.
Okay. Deuteronomy 22 and 2. And if thy brother be not nigh unto thee, or if thou know him not, then thou shalt bring it unto thine own house, and it shall be with thee until thy brother seek after it, and thou shalt restore it to him again.
Yeah, our big brother, Yahawashi, he's not here physically upon the face of the earth right now. So we have to tend unto the sheep, man, until he gets back and redeems us, man, and buys us back. Because it speaks about in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, how no man shall bite. All right, that means to be redeemed. The Lord is going to have to come back and get us out of this situation. But in the meantime, hey, we gotta manage the flock, man. Okay. All right, and oversee it. Take it into our house, man, until he comes back for it. Okay?
Right.
If I can make a quick point too.
Go ahead.
Because even in that Deuteronomy, the second 22, the second verse, it says, "And if thy brother be not nigh unto thee, or if thou know him not." Okay. So even you can look at it from both standpoints in which, at the end of the day, the 144 elect thousand men is going to be a very special brotherhood. Okay. Because there's going to be the men who were able to actually conquer this earth through the Spirit, okay? In the Spirit, through the Spirit, okay? So if we look at it from a standpoint of us not knowing who the brother is, who's going to come into the body, and Lord willing, we'll be a part of that number as well, we have to do our duty to show him what? Who our big brother is, show him who Yahawashi is, okay? Because before, we came into this knowledge, okay, beginning with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, we didn't know that the Messiah was Yahawashi, okay? Even if you had an image or a concept of who the Lord and Messiah of the Bible was, you had the image and depiction of the Cesare Borgia, okay? And that whitewashed image, okay, and that whitewashed concept and energy and vibration that was pushed through Christianity, okay? So looking from a standpoint that we don't know who our brother is, and we're gonna show him who the big brother is, man. Okay, in which Yahawashi knows who was given to him. Okay, but it's our duty to, even going back into the law in Deuteronomy, bring him into your house. Okay, bring that sheep or that oxen or the member of the body. Okay, the asset or resource of the body to your house, and you tend for it, you care for it until the rightful owner of that possession comes to reclaim it.
Right. And that's another reason to deal with, Yahawashi delicately, man. Because we don't know who the next brother is. We don't know, how precious he is to the Lord. All right. So within overseeing the sheep, hey, treat it with respect, man. Don't be out here talking crazy, to Yahawashi sheep, because it's not yours. All right. Every brother belongs unto Yahawashi, man. That big brother, until he comes back to restore it, man. All right. That was it on that. Okay, go ahead.
All right, this is 1 Peter chapter 5, verses 2 and 3.
Yeah, and this scripture here in 1 Peter chapter 5 ties in perfectly in what it says in the law in Deuteronomy chapter 22. Go ahead.
All right, feed the flock of the Most High, which is among you, taking the oversight thereof, not by constraint.
Yeah, and it says taking the oversight though, that's bringing the sheep into your house, man. Tending to it, feeding it, nourishing it, you know, so that way, you know, it can be a healthy sheep or oxen when whoever, you know, whoever owns it comes back. In this case, Yahawashi owns the sheep in which we take into our house, okay, and oversee it, man. All right, go ahead.
You look at that word constraint,
Mm-hmm.
it's anakastos, which means by force or constraint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead.
So it says, but willingly, not for filthy lucre, but of a ready mind.
Yeah, it says in willingly. And in Deuteronomy 22, it says not to hide yourself from them sheep, man. All right, you got to do this as a willing task, which Yahawashi has called you to do, man. All right, don't be trying to hide from the word, man, and be timid, you know, in your calling, man. Because just like the Lord has called you to do this, man, He can dismiss you, man. The scripture tell you many are called but few are chosen. So while the sheep is in your care, man, hey, do right by it. All right? Because the Lord don't particularly need you. He just needs someone to oversee it. All right? Your name's not set in stone. You know, you don't have a seat in the chair with your name written on it.
Right.
All right? So do what Yahawashi has commanded you to do. All right, and do it with respect, man.
Come.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go to verse 3. Neither as being lords over God's heritage, but being ensamples to the flock. When you look at that word ensamples, it's something worthy to be imitated.
Right.
Right? And the scriptures say, be you followers of me as I am of Yahawashi. So we have to come in that same manner as being examples to the flock. Not trying to, just because you got into the camp 2 years ago, now you see a brother just got in. Now I would say you want to be a lord over him and be a know-it-all.
Yeah.
And make him go get dinner or go walk with cheesecake or some bullshit like that.
Right.
All right. You can't be lords over men. It's like the brother said. This is Yahawashi's sheep, man. This is Yahawashi's fold, man. We're not the Lord and Savior, man. So we can't be lording over men. All right. The more that we get in positions, the more humble we gotta be, man. We gotta be willing to work, man, because if you're going to get your neighbor's sheep, that takes work, man. You might have to get up out your sleep. You might have to lose sleep in order to go get that sheep, man. So brothers might have to lose sleep to do a lesson or lose sleep to just hear a brother out, man. You might want to come over. You might got something on his mind.
Lose money.
All right, brothers, you got to keep in mind that brother is just coming out the world, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
He's that sheep that's been astray.
Yeah.
We've been that same way. We didn't know who the Lord, our Savior, was. All right, we was taking upon and acting as if we were 2/3. All right, so you gotta keep that in mind, man, when dealing with the Lord's sheep.
Right.
If the brothers, what, 20, 30, 40, that's 20, 30, 40 years of bullshit, man.
Right.
Come.
That's on that man. All right, and it's not gonna happen overnight, man. That's why you gotta take it one day at a time with a brother, man, and have mercy.
Quickly, sir.
Go ahead.
This is Sirach 5 and 11. Be swift to hear, and let thy life be sincere, and with patience give answer. It's like brothers going into, man. You know, especially with men who fresh out of the world, they got a lot. They gotta get off their chest, so to speak, man.
Right.
They got a lot of purging of their mind they gotta go through. All right, because even with that, especially with men, I mean, of course, at this moment in time, the doors of a great millstone are closed. Okay, but we still got men who still freshly out of the world. Okay,
Right.
especially when you come out of the world and you come into the truth, you come into the camp, you understand that you are called, you hoping to be chosen, you know, given all diligence to make your calling of election sure. You know, it's a lot you gotta get out of your mouth, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, and the thing about it is, one, men before us did the same for us. When we needed guidance and advice and counsel, it was men who had a particular amount of time in the truth and in the walk. They were sure to care and tend for us, okay, and two, it just makes sense, okay. That's why you have a certain amount of time built up, so that you can a lot of the same obstacles that younger men are going to face, you've already faced and hopefully conquered, okay. And that's why you've been going to the preparation It says be sincere. Okay, meaning you do it from an actual place in which you actually want to help the brother, man. You want to help the brother, maybe deal with his family. You know what I'm saying? Deal with certain sicknesses or ailments. Deal with things that he's facing. Tests and trials in the world, and be sincere to actually help their brother grow in knowledge and understanding of the scriptures as well. All right, but being ready to give an answer, man. All right, man. You actually have to consider and ponder your walk constantly as well, because you have to have an understanding of what the Heavenly Father, Yahawashi is doing in your life, and you can recognize certain things that you've conquered in the spirit, so that you can give that message and that testimony to the next man.
Okay. Yeah, and from a carnal sense, let's say this brother goes out of town or whatnot, and he leaves his dog in my care, and he come back, the dog emaciated and shit, sick, and dehydrated. That mean I wasn't tending to this man's property correctly while he was gone, man. I wasn't doing the things that was necessary in order to keep that animal healthy, man.
Yeah.
All right, and it's the same way with us being the overseers of Yahawashi, Yahawashi, man. All right. Verse 4, and then that's it on
that. 1 Peter 5 and 4.
Okay.
And when the chief shepherd shall appear,
when the chief shepherd shall appear, which is Yahawashi,
you shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away.
Yeah, you should receive those crowns, man, when he comes back for his elect, man, if you've been doing right. All right. And that's pretty much the point, man. Tending to Yahawashi, Yahawashi's sheep, like he commanded us to do in the law, man. All right.
You mind if I get this passage right here?
Oh, good.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to put this just to reiterate what we were saying. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 2 and go to verse 7. But even after that, we had suffered before and were shamefully entreated. As you know, at Philippi, we were bold in our power to speak unto you the gospel of the Most High with much contention.
I want to say too, real quick, they go to show you that that the men of old, they were in tense, tight situations, right? All right, in which that they gave a certain level of experience to utilize knowledge and bring upon wisdom. So with the speaking the word in great boldness in the midst of contention. Right. I mean, it was tense times, man. And men, shoot, you been in the camp for a year and a half, 3 years. You've been in some tense times, man. Right. Okay, and that's why, just like continuing like the concept of being like battle hardened, man. You know what I'm saying? In which you actually experience certain fights, certain battles, in which you don't want the rookie to come right off of basic training, hit the battlefield and get his muffin top peeled back, man.
You don't have no Gomer piles, man. Verse 3 says, but as we were allowed of the Most High, well, let me go to verse 3. For our exhortation was not of deceit, nor of uncleanliness, nor in guile, but as we were allowed of the Most High to be put in trust with the gospel, even so we speak, not as pleasing men, but the Most High which tried our hearts. So like you can't flatter people with your words. You can't. We want to be found blameless of no guile, man. That's the same thing when we leading Yahawashi's sheep, man. We don't want to be found, trying to overtalk men, trying to be sergeants over men. Like I brought the Gomer Powell instance, and what's that movie? Full Metal Jacket. Yeah, you don't want to be the sergeant of Full Metal Jacket. Just you want to make sure that you're leading this man the right way, because as we mentioned, he's coming out the world, he's fresh, all right, and Lord willing, he's part of that number along with you. So it says, for neither at any time used we flattering words, as you know, not a cloak of covetousness, the Most High is a witness, because the Most High is watching you, man. All right, he's got his angels recording what you do. He's like, oh yeah, this brother, man, treating that brother that just came in like shit, man. He's over talking him. He don't want to answer none of his questions. You call him up, man, what do you want him sleep? That's not the way how to lead the flock, man. You're gonna have some sleepless nights where you're dealing with brothers, or you're gonna lose a few hours of sleep dealing with a new brother, man. All right, that comes from experience, because brothers dealt with you, man. Brothers took you in when you first got in the camp. Brothers sat you down and exhorted you to continue in the faith. So how much more us that's been in the truth for 1, 2, 3 years, man, 4 years and ongoing. So it says, nor of men sought we glory. And then the scriptures say don't do anything of vainglory. So this isn't to say, oh yeah, I built this brother up. Yeah, that's me. No, that's through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. The Lord gave you the spirit so you can deal with this man in the right manner. All right. It says, nor of men sought we glory, neither of you, not yet of others, when we might have been burdensome as the apostles of Hamashiach. Here's the point in verse 7. But we were gentle among you, even as a nurse cherisheth her children. And that we gotta be gentle, with the sheep, man, especially the brothers that's, young and tender. Let me go to verse 8. So being affectionately desirous of you, we were willing to have impaired unto you.
It's affectionately desirous, man. When you have a certain love and desire to be around younger men too. Because it's like, damn, it's like with a baby. If you ever been like around a newborn baby like that, you get to put some of your spirit into that vessel, man.
Yeah, because it said in 1 Peter, not with constraint but willingly. Okay, go ahead.
And that's like in sports too, where like you got a rookie that just came into the league, and you got a veteran, and he gets recharged after seeing this rookie because like, damn, he was dunking. He got the raw talent, so to speak. All right, when you come into this truth, you got the raw talent. You got the slavery scriptures. You got the salvation for Israel. All right, the man got the raw talent, man. He just needs to, mold into that brother that he's supposed to be, man. He's supposed to hone his talents and realize what gifts he has, man. So that should energize you to be like, damn, this brother, man, you should take it. You should be willing to feed the sheep, man. Brother got a question. That's gonna sharpen you up, man. That's if you not good on something like the hell doctrine, hey, you can tighten that up, man.
If I could say, that's why brothers call each other Akim. It's brothers, man. That's family.
Right.
Like, if you an older brother, you don't want to see your little brother get his ass handed to him.
Right.
You want him to grow up in the right way. You want him to be better than you.
Right.
You really want that brother to show better traits within himself than you actually push out, man. You want him to be greater than you, man. Like, Jay got to get out of that spirit of just, seeking preeminence, man.
Right.
Like, cause we all have suffered from it coming out of the world where Jake always want to put another Jake on game, but it's so you can get honor. Like, it ain't about that in this truth, man. It's about Yahawashi getting his, man. You got it out.
Let's finish it off. So being affectionately desirous of you, we were willing to have imparted unto you, not the gospel of the Most High only, but also our own souls, because you were dear unto us.
See, it had a desire to actually put a portion of your spirit into that vessel, man.
That's love.
Because you might just like we have going the analogy of like the superhero concept. Where a certain number of superheroes get together, and by them getting together, they're able to be greater than the sum of all the parts. It's like if you might be that missing link to put a little spirit into a brother, to where you unlock one of the gifts that Yahawashi put in that man to help feed the next man, to feed the body as a whole.
What it say? You are only strong as the weakest link. Hey, that comes in the truth too. But hey, in closing, man, we're overseers of Yahawashi's sheep. So while they're in your care, hey, treat it with delicacy. Treat it with delicacy, man. All right, until the Lord comes back to redeem you. All right. So with that, giving all praise, glory, honor to Yahweh, by Hashem,
Yahawashi, by Hashem, and Kakadashi.
double honor to the elders and apostles of Jim. Shalom.
Shalom.